Hi, and welcome to Desis and Dragons. We're a bunch of Desis who are playing Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you for joining us for episode 29 of the Broken 12. I cannot believe we haven't been cancelled yet, and we're so happy you guys are here watching us. Let me introduce us to my wonderful cast of players who are here to join me on this adventure. Starting off with someone who's very excited. You love him in every multiverse. We have Shubham.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am glad that we've not been cancelled. It is truly a feat considering the shenanigans we get up to. But thank you for joining us, and I look forward to meeting our dinosaur friends today.
And the only person who, based on her dice rolls, can go toe-to-toe with the Scarlet Witch, we have Indrani.
Hey, hello everybody. My name is Indrani. I will be playing Talvar the Forge Cleric today. I am just off of the Doctor Strange high, so any and all Doctor Strange references are appreciated, but please be careful of spoilers in chat.
Yes. And to someone who's already moved on from the Doctor Strange hype and preparing for the Star Wars extravaganza, we have Alika.
Yay! Am I? I didn't know I was prepping for anything, but sure. More likely. Wait, hang on. Let me do my introduction first. Hi everyone, I'm Alika. I play Medu Davitalis, the human beast heart, with my awesome companion Cosmo, who thinks like me and considers half the shenanigans of this party incredibly pointless, but very entertaining.
I second that,
Um,
Cosmo.
yeah, I don't know about the strange things and the Star Wars things. I gotta say, my light is flickering a lot, possibly in Morse code. So there may be somebody living in my basement. I don't know,
It's
or I
Tiamat,
might
y'all.
have I might
Always
have a
Tiamat.
Demogorgon coming to visit me. I don't know that either. But if I suddenly disappear off stream, please send help.
Absolutely, we definitely will do. We'll probably remember to do that. And something else we forgot, but something I forgot to do is introduce myself. I'm Chirag, the DM of this game, and trying to manage everything. Stick to the script, stick to the plan. We've only gotten two talismans. We're gonna speed up on that by going on a tangent. Everyone excited for tangents?
Yeah.
Boy.
Yay!
I'm
Tangents.
personally more of a segue person, but tangents are okay too.
Sure. Speaking of appropriate segues, do we have any announcements?
Yes, we do.
We
We have
do?
a couple of announcements.
Oh, apparently we do.
Yeah. This is my favorite part. Announcement number 1 is that we have OSR week happening on the Desis and Dragons Discord server, which means it's hopefully going to be a week-long event where GMs can run a bunch of old school Renaissance TTRPG games or old school whatever it's
Revival.
called.
Yeah,
Revival.
you can. And you wonder why we're not getting submissions, but go on.
But if you would like to run a game that fits the theme, please fill out the form which is on our Discord server, and I will link it for you in chat now. And also, the second announcement is that tomorrow is the last day to submit your entries for Big Bad Con's POC scholarship, which means that if you haven't done it already, please do it by 11:59 p.m. on 12th May IST. Else you will not be considered. So please go make sure you submit in time, please. And the third announcement is another merch preview.
Hey!
Wow! Look at that logo. Shiny.
Fancy.
We have a logo T-shirt as well that will be available in that
Soon to
mysterious
be.
shop update that will happen at some
Soon.
point.
It's
So
coming. It's coming.
It's-
It is coming. So I get so sweaty when I do these. I feel like
You did not have to tell us that. No one would have
Yeah,
known.
that was unnecessary information.
We're happy you shared.
sorry. But yeah, come to our Discord. So that's where the event is gonna happen. That's where the Big Bad Con submission stuff is gonna happen, and that's where literally everything happens. So
It's the place to be.
Announcements.
It's the it place.
yeah, and scene. So Chirag, please take it away.
Take
All
it
right,
away.
that's all the announcements that we've got. Let's go back to the adventures in the Shadow Marches. Dun dun dun. Our heroes, after crossing the Blackwater Lake, arrived at the friendly village of Patrakin, a small village lifted up above the swamps that seems to consist of myconoids, aka mushroom people, who are super friendly, and will infect your brain with telepathic spores so that they can communicate and no other purposes. And they're great, and definitely not ripping off any BBC children properties. No, but if they make you feel that way, that's on you. You got things to talk about with your therapist. But after that, our heroes managed to meet these lovely myconoids, as well as their sovereign, to ask for directions, figure out what's up. And they mentioned they were worried that the players, if they left the village, they'd be endangered because of the smash, which, smashed. And they said, that's a bit dangerous, please be careful. But our heroes needed to head to Zarashesh, which is where they were going to meet members of Henrietta's family. She says distant family, who would have some idea of what's going on with the whole crystal in Puta's chest that seems to be connected to Tiamat, who is contacting him and is adjusting his body, making him a bit, fiery and electrifying. Exactly. And giving him all kinds of fans.
You could say I'm getting a bit scaly.
I would not.
No one wants to say that.
Not yet. But our heroes are like, no, we can go on ahead. Let's see a little bit of what's going on about this smash. So they crept up on this, like, following these big footsteps, as they saw it lead to a large green triceratops with a bow in its hair, not hair because it doesn't have hair, it's a dinosaur, but over its horns, as it's like smashing on this two-headed deer, purple two-headed deer that is squashed to death. Our heroes followed along, traced after this strange triceratops, which, as it was smashing, kept saying pop, 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 and it was walking off. And so they followed it all the way, because it was basically heading in that direction. They're like, we could take a diversion, or we could follow the dangerous triceratops. So, of course, you know what they did.
Yeah.
Yes. And they all agreed to it 100%. No one raised any things that they
None
would not,
whatsoever. No humanoids raised any concerns. No
Definitely
organic
not.
beings.
Definitely not.
No people who apparently have a
all
vote.
That matters,
Yeah.
right?
No people who get a vote apparently raised any concerns.
Wow.
We can-
Jeez.
Yes, we will go into the rights of Warforged at a later date once we get out of the Shadow Marshes. Because that's an
This is
interesting
the
topic.
plot of Overwatch 2, y'all.
You mean 1.5?
So yeah, they are arriving at Talandral, which is a ruins that has inscribed on it in Elvish, basically Elven city. Kind of like you come to it and you see, okay, this is an Elven city, but it is ancient. It is over thousands of years old. As they're like seeing there are huge cracks, old cracks in the earth, basically going across the floor. Buildings are kind of like look a little destroyed, and they saw the Triceratops walking inside. So Puta, with all the enthusiasm, because he's really behind on this mission, he really wants to see what this tangent will lead.
So
climbed
excited.
up on a wall to go see what was going on, where this Triceratops was going, and then we had a little bit of a crash in the Twitch. So I don't actually know if any of you heard what I described the city as.
We didn't. So please, could you give us the recap?
We're going to come in as Puta expertly parkours up the wall.
Mhm.
As he gets up over the wall, gets his hands on the lip, and pulls himself over the lip of the wall, he sees this once great elven city built out of seems to have been carved out of beautiful stone and wood, just formed these almost in symbiosis. What was once a wonderful but small city, but unfortunately, this great city, which still, as you see, it looks great, but it is designed almost like a barracks town. It's almost designed like as the Romans would do. They would come and they would like set up these towns, but designed it with the military in place. Like this was a settlement. This is not like a permanent base. They were almost like this place was preparing for war. However, all the buildings have been destroyed. They've been remains of ones that were burnt down ages ago, ones that were just smashed to the side. There are marks of like scorch marks across. There are signs of strange frozen magic, and just like the smell, even to someone like Puta, who's not touched with magic, can feel the death in the air. A lot of creatures died here, and he can see old remains of them. He can see like he can see on the street. He can see like bones, people. He can see them in like different destroyed armor. Some of them in like robes, torn up robes. So the robes are mostly And yeah, you notice that you can still like see some of them in clothes. Like they're definitely dead. It's not like, oh, these are fresh corpses. They're definitely skeletons and robes. As you're like seeing them, just like dotted around this place. It's like all these like people have died as you're just watching. Give me a perception check as you're looking at all this, or an insight check, your
me?
choice. Yeah,
Okay.
perception, insight, or nature.
We will go with. We'll go with.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I died him.
You're
Okay, I
not
need
next
to
to
do
him.
this.
He climbed up the
Yeah,
wall. He's
well,
away from you
damn
guys.
it.
no, thank you, cleric. So this is a Nonagon dice, just so you guys know. I rolled a 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'm sorry. Where did I say that all Nonagon dice roll natural 20s all the time?
Last session, I
that's
think.
literally your tweet. No, the only NFTs you're getting are natural fucking 20s. So I would like some natural fucking 20s.
How dare you use the word she said against her?
Yeah. That's an experience Talvar is not familiar with.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, as you're like looking at all this and like saying, I'm trying to like, examine all these different things. You are distracted by the sound of boom, boom. As you can hear, the stomp, like say the Triceratops, is going across this old bridge, which seems like this over this like packed over this like it looks like it might have been like a river that went through the city, but the water is gone. It is dry, and it's just this like canal at this point. It's crossing a bridge as it enters this large, may have been a temple at one point, or a capitol building. It's this huge, large building, but like with these 2 tall pillars at the side that have been like completely destroyed. Like they're like these like gaping holes in what these like towers were once been, and you can even like as this like large building that seems to be like written. You can't speak Elvish, right?
I
No.
can't speak Elvish. I can speak
Yeah.
Draconic and Orc. Are they
Yeah.
anywhere closer to Elvish?
There is a
I can
rune.
do celestial.
You're not up there.
There is a rune like on the center
Uh-huh.
over the building. That's like, it's like you can't read it, but your mind just immediately like tells you this is Draconic script, which is unusual. But it's not a Draconic word.
Mhm.
It's like someone using the alphabet to write something in their own language, and it's like, so you're like, you don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's definitely not Draconic. But they definitely used a Draconic script for this symbol. You don't recognize what it is. As you can see this Triceratops just like walking into the side of the building, because like the door inside is big, but it's not big enough for a Triceratops. There's already like a hole in the side that just seems to be walking into until it's out of sight.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
The drop down to my party. How much is that? It's like
20 feet, maybe a bit less.
Oh,
This
not too
wall
bad.
was once higher,
Yeah.
but like the top has like been
all right.
destroyed. By something.
I'll say because I know Medu can totally ride Cosmo, but I will but Talvar probably could as well. I'll just say in like a soft voice so we don't call attention to ourselves. The smash creature has gone inside, and there are some funny ruins that are in Elvish, but also there's one that was kind of in Draconic. Is this a thing we want to look into?
Oh, my curiosity is piqued,
No.
but at the same time,
Uh-huh. No, say it.
No, do you know of any ruins here, Nogu? I mean, have you heard of any like ancient civilization that used to exist in this place?
Nogu normally has very spiky hair. He's got the spiky white hair. As he's like there, like his hair almost seems to like spike up even more as he's like shaking. Like, "Ugh, this is not a. I'm not getting good vibes from here. It's like there's something wrong. There's like something I'm getting. It's like it's the air getting a bit thicky, like a bit tough to be. And he's like, it feels fine to you guys, but he's getting a little bit worried. Like, oh, I don't like this. I don't know. I've not heard of Valkyrie, whatever you called it. I've not heard of this place, but I think it's. I don't know if we should be here. And
I sort of lean down next to Nogu, and I'm just like, hey, just hold Nogu by the shoulders. I'm like, that's right, breathe.
I'm fine.
It's fine.
We are going in 100% now.
we can leave if that's what.
Yeah.
I don't want Nogu to feel unsafe.
Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah,
Oh,
if I just like it's something. Yeah, it's fine. I'll kind of. Henrietta looking at all this, and it's just like saying like, I know these ruins. Like we come past here, to get across Blackwater Lake sometimes, but it's like, but we don't know much about these ruins. It's just, but there definitely wasn't a dinosaur here before.
yeah.
Well,
You want to have a look? Or we can just like do a quick flyover if you don't want to get down.
here's my. I've been thinking on our walk over that
Oh,
I'm really curious about what's inside. But if we're putting ourselves in harm's way right now, but at the same time, we should be helping these people, right? I don't.
So
How are we
is
supposed
the
to?
plan to go kill the big creature? Is that how we
no.
plan on helping the?
No, no, no. We're gonna calm emotions and we're gonna talk to it and see if it can, like, some anger management.
Okay, so we're gonna try give like counseling to the massive triceratops with the bow on its neck.
It's
Well,
obviously sentient.
I mean, yeah.
yeah, and it seems to like have someone else that's tying the bow on it. You can just talk to them and be like, hey, if this triceratops hangs out with you, can you please be a little bit more responsible with it?
All right, all right.
Yeah.
In that case, should we have like leave maybe Henrietta and Nogu to keep guard, and that way they don't get in trouble? And if we need backup, they can come in, and then we can go in first. And Cosmo can obviously come with us through the little pocket dimension that you have.
Yeah, sure.
That
Um,
works for me.
Also, Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 are gonna have to hang out
Oh yeah,
outside.
definitely. Like we Nogu and Henrietta can keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Uh, DM, do you want to remind the chat who are Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 quickly?
No.
Sure. Back
Oh,
in Drome, the city of the nation of monsters, they were given basically the parole sentence of two criminals, a goblin and a kobold, who have done something terrible to the nation of Drome, and
Which
so
we
they
don't know what it is
you don't know
yet.
the full details.
Yeah.
Yeah, something very bad, and so they've been cursed to turn into two horrific monstrosities. Think the large armadillo from Raya the Last Dragon, with like as many legs, sort of like crossed with Appa from Avatar.
Right.
But it's almost like it'd be like, oh, that's cute, and it looks kind of cute in like a dorky kind of way. But then you realize these were people who were turned into that, and you realize, oh, their life is a living hell. They cannot die, and they cannot communicate properly without special magic. But
And we have tried to fix this problem, but because it's like these all-powerful coven of hags that have done this to them, there's nothing
yeah,
our measly level 4 characters
yeah,
can do about it besides be like,
yeah.
why don't you come along and we'll help. Like, if they help us, they get to pay their debt off
True.
and be
Yeah.
turned back.
Yes, they basically said until they said they will basically until they have helped you solve your Tau problem, or until death. Until death. But yeah,
Which hopefully will not be the case.
hopefully won't be the
which
case.
will probably end up being the case. Let's be real.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
So the plan is you guys are the three of you, with Cosmo in the ball, are going to walk into the city, and you're going to
Yes.
leave. You're going to leave J1, J2, Henrietta, and Nobu outside to basically keep watch.
I'll
Someone
pop
needs
out Jerry too. I think he was in the companion ball at the moment.
Yeah,
in the
And
not Pokeball.
Capture sphere.
sure,
Capture
the thing which is not trademarked. Um, and I'll just say in like common. They understand common. I'll just be like J1, J2. You guys are in charge of Novo and Henrietta. If
Wait.
anything dangerous comes, you guys have. I want one of you to take Novo and one of you to take Henrietta and get out of here. Okay.
Shouldn't Henrietta and Nogu be a backup in case a danger comes?
We can handle ourselves.
Famous last
Yeah, and
words.
Nogu is a child. Nogu is never backup. Nogu is always stowaway. All right.
Hey, I think if push came to shove, I could fight maybe, and he trips over his foot.
I will try to
no.
steady Nogu.
All right,
Anyway,
fair. Good point. Point well
yeah.
made.
I'll keep an eye on him. But if you guys need help, send up a signal or something. If you got any spells or any light or anything to that, just let us know. Or just scream really loudly.
I suppose.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's just so
If you
we're not waiting
see
here.
a massive figure of pewter pop up from
Okay.
the then we're in trouble.
Sure.
Then just come see us. Like, you've seen
If
my
you hear
spiritual
screaming,
weapon.
maybe come see us. That's probably a good one to go.
Right.
if we don't hear from you in an hour or so, we're going to come in after you.
I feel like hours a long time, but okay.
Or
Sure,
you
sure,
wanna-
sure.
I just also went like an hour. That's a long time, but okay.
if we don't hear from you in half an hour, we're going to come in after you. No Google, like interject. Half an hour. An hour is too long.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. I lean over and I give Henrietta a kiss on the cheek and I say, "Don't die when I'm gone." And then I turn around. I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
let's go."
You need, she kisses you on your cheek, and you don't either.
And I
yeah.
give
Yeah.
her a very awkward, like gay thumbs up.
Don't you mean like finger guns?
Yeah. You hear this like jostle. You hear this jostle of metal
Yeah.
as you're like, "What happened?" And she tried to like smack you on the ass, but it didn't ring because your AC is
Yeah.
too high.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Don't worry, I'll throw her in the companion ball if she gets hurt.
Amazing.
Uh,
All right.
yeah.
Let's go in, lads.
Okay. So you guys are going into the to the gate, same that the
Yes.
Triceratops used. Or you're looking for a breach in the wall?
Are we stealthing?
We'll try to
Like-
stealth. Let's try to stealth and go through the breach in the wall so that we don't go right through the gate, which possibly has some.
Sure.
Yeah.
I
I'll
never expected.
Sure, you can absolutely do that. If you want to roll stealth checks, you can, but you do not have the advantage of pass without trace because it's centered on Nogu,
That's
and
Yeah.
Nogu's
fine.
staying behind.
That's
Great.
fine. That's
I
I'm
will-
putting Cosmo in the ball, by the way.
Ooh, my stealth
Ooh.
is so good. Oh, yes. Give me them rolls, yo.
I
Nice.
will cast guidance on myself because
That's
I
fair.
roll with disadvantage.
Go for it.
16 for me.
Okay.
Is it my strength? Yes, it is.
That's a. Yeah, that's a 15 from me, but with like +6, it was pretty good. Is it a natural
21.
20?
You said
I
it's
roll
a third.
2 19s, makes it a
That's not-
20.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, yeah, because you roll with disadvantage because you're armor. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Are you-
sorry,
you
a
want-
15 total for me. I rolled a 9 plus 6, which makes it 15.
Oh, 15. Okay, so 15, 16,
Yeah.
and you got it 30, 20. I
No, 22 because I have guidance.
was going to ask about that. All right,
Oh.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, somehow the one in armor is stealthier because of your knowledge of like warfare. You've gone through a few sieges. You know where the weak points are, where you're not disrupting it too much. As you like find this like split down the wall, and you're looking and it's like this looks like it was done. It's possibly, but it's like done by a large blade. Like it looks like all kinds of different weird magic, weird effects, weird things were done to this city. Like there's all kinds of weird effects. But this looks like a huge blade, like something the size of a giant dual blade or a magic blade of some kind. I just like see this opening that's big enough for you and your armor to wiggle through without jostling too much. You come in through
Yeah.
the side and you're just like walking fairly quietly, able to like keep some distance. And you can see like the city. You see the like what might have been like a barracks at one point is just like toppled onto its side. Actually, and literally toppled. Like it seems like the roots were pulled out and then tossed over to the side.
Oh, okay.
There's all kinds of like damage has been done to the big marks have been done to the ground, like lightning, again cracks as if an earthquake had gone through the city. It's big signs of destruction. You see like the bodies around, dressed in their clothes from 2,000 years ago
Okay.
as you're walking. And you see like
So these corpses are like 2,000 years old, clearly, and the damage is also that old. It's not like recent.
the damage is 2,000 years old.
Damn, okay.
Their bodies are skeletons. They're in their clothes,
Yeah.
and like from your knowledge of the city and everything, it's like it should be 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I have a question. How does can I hold my action to basically cast calm emotions the moment we see this creature?
By the rules, no, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
I
Sure.
also have a question. Wait, is this something Talvar would have said out loud or told us that she's preparing? Probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see her like sort of mumble a prayer to Onator.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, it might set it off if we try to cast a spell right away. If it is,
Doesn't work.
yeah. And like maybe we should just see if it's already open to diplomacy and then cast it if push comes to shove.
If that's what you think is best, Pewter, I will stop. preparing
Data
the spell.
analysis,
Sure.
outcome slightly better.
So you guys are crossing the city. You're heading to the temple where you saw the
Yeah.
Triceratops go into. And just so you know, if you're like the stomp, Maydu would have told you knows what a Triceratops is. Because of their knowledge as a former not ranger, but from their family. They know a lot about animals. They would
Yeah.
have identified as a Triceratops.
Sure.
Yeah, if they wanted to.
It's a
and then,
smash.
you guys are going across. You cross the same bridge. It's sturdy enough. I mean, it just withheld a Triceratops, and this like bridge is like set up. Even though it's 2,000 years old, it's still able to hold up fitting neatly. As you're able to walk to this large, huge temple. Meidu can speak Elvish, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you look at it, and again, it's like that strange draconic alphabet. Like, sometimes in Elvish books, they will use an alternative alphabet, so you can sort of like figure it out what it's supposed to mean, and you just look at it, and just like this like strange symbol, and you just see it's half a symbol. Like some of it's been like destroyed, like the top bit of it has been like scruffed out. The word at the bottom you can read. It basically just says blood of. You cannot see what is the blood of what. That bit has been like destroyed.
Uh-huh.
It seems, yeah. So it's basically like you read it in reverse, top to bottom, like
Hold
blank
on.
of blood, and you know it should be blood of something.
Is it broken as in like cracked?
It's like cracked and scuffed, and like from like there was like this place was hit with ballistas and stuff like that. That's why the minarets are destroyed and that kind of stuff. If you
Can
want
I
to,
cast mending on
what's
that
your range
section?
of mending?
My range on mending is touch.
Yeah, so like this is like above the gate, so you have to like either fly or get up. It's about like 20 feet above you to get to that bit where you can like touch it and try to mend it. I'm not saying you can't. You just have to climb or do something as you're approaching the. So that's what you see. Are you approaching the building?
Nowhere to go but in, right?
Right.
Sure.
Uh,
Mhm.
quick. Do I see any? I mean, it's unlikely there are traps or anything, but do I see
Oh.
any kind of suspicious markings other than this? Like anything that might say there's something sinister about?
Yeah, perception check.
In the
Alright.
meanwhile, can Medu hoist me up so that I can just go mending?
Maid, what's your strength? Lifting up someone in full plate?
My strength modifier is 0.
Ooh,
Oh, so is mine.
Yeah.
I can lift you up. My strength modifier is +1.
I have noodles for arms.
We'll both lift you up.
Yeah, you can put a winch in Pewter and just like lift him up like a car, and he just like extends.
I
from
love
his-
that.
So, what did you get in your perception?
I got a 15 total.
Okay, as you're looking, and you can see the temple in question. The side of the building has been like smashed in, like this like big rocky, hole that is bigger than the Triceratops. Like it's a big hole in the side. The center of it just seems to be like this like door. This like large black rimmed with a gold center door. Like the door is like golden. As you like look at it, there is this like thing, this key ring that you can like pull, and it looks like it would open outward if you wanted to open it that way, or you could go in the side that same way as the Triceratops. Also, this building is about the remains of this building is about 25 feet tall. So you could go in the top. As I said, the large towers like made up the corners have been like destroyed. So you could like go into the corners or see if there's an opening on the roof to look into. So that's what you can see. And then what did you get? You have 15?
Yeah.
As you get closer, you hear some sound from inside the temple, and it sounds like crying.
Okay.
But you do not see any traps as far as again. No pitfalls, nothing. You don't see anything out with a 15.
All right. I tell my party that listen, seems to be many ways to go in. There's a rooftop like cave in that we can possibly look at. There's some possible entrances from the sides. Also, the door opens inwards or to the side depending on how we push it. And also, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear some crying.
Don't hear crying.
Chirag just rolled. I just want everybody to know that.
Yeah.
Also, Chirag, lower your camera a bit now. Your face is like at the bottom.
There we go.
Perfect. Also,
I have a suggestion.
go on.
Let's all of us split up and go one different way.
Perfect. Let's do that.
Absolutely not. Are you crazy?
What? I can fly up with Cosmo. You guys can go from the.
We can
one
flank.
from
We can go from
Cosmo.
like one side and the other side. Yeah, perfect.
We don't know where these entrances will lead to. There's no telling if we end up in the same spot. No. Listen, I am the purveyor of bad ideas in this dynamic, and I am telling you that this is not a good idea. So Let's not split the party, okay?
I suppose.
We're
All
going
right.
to the same spot. We're not going to a different spot, but
Fair.
fine.
Okay, but okay, should we go from above or like through the door then? Because also the person's crying. We should probably check in on what this is about. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah. I
captive
think
or
we should
something.
hurry it up a little bit.
Then just let's go straight
Alright.
straight through the door. Or
Future
the
grabs the door and like slides it aside.
Yeah. It
Gently,
It
stealthily.
slides. It slides out.
Okay.
It unfortunately there's not really a way to make this like
Yeah.
quiet. It is like drags
Yeah, I
along,
thought so.
and it's like
I do a Dark Souls style opening, like just a heavy push, and it's like a full
Yeah.
frame. Yeah.
Clear
Yeah.
the mist.
yeah,
Wait, like Aragon in Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
boy.
I do like kind of like old dust that's been there for a while, like
Yeah.
hits you guys as it comes out, and you can kind of like see the inside of this temple. This temple, as you realize, it is properly a temple. Like there's this large, it's like large, huge bit, huge open space. There is like this center where there was one looks like a sort of like shrine has been put over there, like a like could be like this large creature with wings, not wings, with hands, just like putting over, so like protectively the stone being. As like it's a sculpture made to look like a being. That the head is
Right.
gone, clear, and there's like damage. It's like putting its arm protectively over like the center. It's clearly like some kind of like protective image over this center of the building. Inside, you can see tossed aside pews. You can see bodies over to the side that looks like they were wearing a mixture. Some of them were wearing vestments, purple and gray vestments, still fair, nice vestments, but skeletons. And also you can see some of them are like in armor, strange armor you haven't quite seen, but they look elvish in design, but in an odd colors, but red and green, the strange like dark colors as you like see them over to the
Interesting.
side, tossed around here, there, and everywhere, as they're like scattered around. And then you can like see you can also see that the temple goes further. There are like further doors beyond it, but your eyes are drawn to the center where this like large sculpture is. You can see the source of the crying. There are 3 large bodies just like lying there in the center. First of all, you see they are more dinosaurs. There's an orange one. There's a strange yellow one and this purple one. They are definitely dead, and you can see fungi growing out of them, like mushrooms are like coming out of them. They aren't like skeletons. They are just like, but they look like they died a while ago, and you can like even like see blood marks that looks like these creatures came here or were dragged here at some point. And they're like in this, like at the feet of them, so like almost too small you didn't notice. You see a small orc girl with a green robes and a black hair and a bow in her hair. She's just like looking at these, and you can hear the soft crying coming from in as she's just there, crying a little bit, just like sort of like in the center of it. And she seems to be like making motions. As she's like making motions with her hands down in the center. And you see a little like a smaller statue, like a smaller version of the big one. She hears the sound and turns around, and you see her this big, big blue eyes, normal, but like blue irises. Turns around and she looks at you, and her hands are covered in blood. And she's like, and she starts like, who? And she's like, ah! And she starts, who speaks Orcish here?
I do.
Yeah. You hear her basically say, why are you? You're up. No. And she's like, get away. And she's just like looking startled at all.
Okay, wait. She's got blood on her hands.
Oh, yeah. Drenched in blood.
Okay. And she's casting something. It looked like she was...
No, she's like fumbling. She was doing something.
Right.
Looks like her hands were moving.
Right.
Like she like stands up looking like startled at all of you guys.
Okay.
There's definitely tears coming down her eyes.
Hey. We're friends. We came here because we heard you crying. We don't want to hurt you.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Can I guide?
Because she's
From
startled
next?
and doesn't know, never met you in her life before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
No, but it's disadvantage, so I need to roll again.
Disadvantage. Fuck me.
And a 19 minus 1, so that's an 18. Let's go.
That's good.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah. She's like confused as what's going on. She's like, who? And they're like, what? It's like, friend, no, who are you? And she's like looking a little scared, a little
Right.
startled. But she's still like, her back's
Pewter
going
quickly
backwards
hunches
towards the
down.
large dinosaur corpses.
Pewter quickly hunches down, like, to be at a much lower level.
Yeah, you're still about 30 feet from her, so you'd have.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're
No,
like 30
I
feet.
still just go hunch down, so that I don't seem like tall and scary and robotic and everything. And what's it? I just kind of be like, it's okay. Is there someone else who we need to be worried about? Who do you need us to protect you from?
She's like, I need my family back. And she looks down and she like gets back up on, and like her bloodstained hand is just like up against the large purple dinosaur behind her. It looks like maybe you can identify this as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which normally doesn't come in this color. As she's like leaning up against it, and she's like trying to go up protectively. But you can also like see as she's moved back,
Yeah.
there was a small statue where she was, and it's clear that she was like doing something with the blood. She was like drawing something on the statue.
What happened to your family?
And she like shaking. Hey, stupid mushrooms. They were they were sick. They said they would help, but they didn't. They made them die. I need them back. And she's like again, like angrily, like slapping the and you hear the resounding as she like slaps the corpse behind her.
I turn to Talvar. I'm like,
I
perfectly good idea.
I look at the bodies. Are they like dead? Is there any chance of me being able to help them?
Medicine check or nature? Your call.
I'll guide myself.
The classic self-care, guys. Just
18 plus medicine, did you say?
Medicine or nature, your call.
Medicine is +6 and guidance is +4. Hello.
Wow.
That's 28.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All this to determine if they lived or died.
These things have been dead for about 3 weeks.
Oh wow!
What you're noticing, the fungi growing out of them doesn't seem like natural. Like the fungi, they're definitely like the fungi that is like growing. It's not like okay, these are just like feeding up like normal that would appear of a corpse. These like they seem like quite alive, and they have you notice they are red with like white dots on them. They look a lot like some of
the myconoids.
At least one of the huts you saw, the myconoids. Yeah. As they don't look. You look at them, they're not like blinking or they don't seem alive, but it definitely matches what you saw at the myconoids place. As it looks like they're literally growing out of these dinosaurs corpses. But they have definitely been dead for at least 3 weeks.
Okay. Can I have done this sort of registration of information while Pewter was talking?
Yeah. So you want to cast a spell?
I'll cast Calm Emotions on the little orc girl.
Great. What does she roll? Wisdom?
Charisma.
Charisma. Okay. Well, she's very cute. 14. She's very cute. She might get this. Here we go.
She's a child.
Yeah. She's a very.
Does she have disadvantage because I'm a?
You're what?
Very friendly looking person. Does she have disadvantage because I've been speaking in Orcish to her?
That doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't apply. Charming someone is one thing, but you're just like, he's so nice to me. I'll be more receptive to them casting magic on me.
Yeah, that's totally how it works.
Yeah.
So they get. I'm just
literally every Disney plot from the classical era, guys.
Cool. Okay, so it's just this roll. Let's see how we do. What was the difficulty check?
14.
Okay. So what's the effect of Calm Emotions if you pass? I mean, if you they failed to. Yeah, I mean they failed to save. You got it. So what happens?
Each humanoid within a 20-foot radius sphere, and I'll cast it centered
on
her. Must make.
Sure.
Anyway, I can suppress them feeling charmed or frightened. So I can basically calm them down by suppressing any feelings of fear or anger, stuff like that, I believe.
Sure. Okay. So you like cast that spell, and
so
they like see it, and they're like,
if they're like feeling hostile towards us, that makes them feel neutral towards us.
Sure. Okay. So that makes sense. You cast a spell on them, and they are just like they're like fear about you, and they're like hostility just kind of goes, and all that's left is long residual sadness at this point. It's just like they're not like afraid. It's just like just just go. Just let me get my fix my family. Again, you can't understand. Only Pewter can understand what's being said.
Mm.
As a
Can you ask them if they speak in common?
But wait,
Peter?
what did she say before that? Like, what was the?
she just said, just go. Let me get my family back.
Okay. Like, do you know how to speak common? My friend here might be able to help your family.
She like some. I don't speak well. She like tries to do common. It's like not
It's okay.
well.
It's okay.
Uh,
All right. Do you mind if I come closer?
she doesn't stop you because she's like doesn't see you as like a hostile threat at this point. So she doesn't respond. She just like shrugs, and it's just like I think she's like sort of ignoring you almost. Like she's like gets back down and starts continuing to draw with the blood in her hands.
Hey, listen. We might be able to help you bring your family back if you know. But I don't think you can be playing around with blood when you do that. So maybe you need to stop for a bit.
This is what they told me that would work.
Who told you?
It's like the man. Yes, it's like the man in green, and it's just like going around. It just seems to be like working on something.
I will slowly just walk up to her because she seems to be okay with that idea.
I'll stay 20 feet behind you.
Just
by the
quick
way.
question. The Triceratops is here? Oh no, the T-Rex is here.
The T-Rex. There's a dead T-Rex and two other dinosaurs, one orange, one yellow.
Okay.
That you Madu can't identify, but they're like smaller than a T.
And are they alive or they're dead?
Oh, they're all dead.
Okay.
All the dinosaurs you can see are dead. You cannot see a Triceratops anywhere.
All right. Okay. I'll. By the way, I'm looking at like Medu and Talvar. I'm like, okay. Man in green. Do we know who the hell that is?
Doesn't that ring a bell for us?
If you've not met any men in,
I'm a man in green.
Springs to mind.
Yeah.
No, nothing that
All right.
comes to mind.
I walk up to her and I just gently put very gently, very non-combatively, just gently put my hands on her shoulders to kind of stop her from trying to touch the thing that she's touching. What does it look like? The thing that she's touching? It's a.
Yeah, she's like there's like a smaller version of a statue which has got the long arms, but you can actually now see the head. It's an elf with
right.
The long elven ears and like a white hair tied into a top knot.
Okay.
Well, you assume it's white because the whole statue is white. It could be anything.
Sure.
And it's just like there, just like doing like this protective one, and she's just like doing these like strange blood. She's doing these like strange marks all over the statue and around the statue. Give me an Arcana or Religion check.
Sure. Arcana or religion. Religion is 0. Arcana is a 0. So here goes nothing. Don't fuck me, Chessex. It's a 2. Chessex fucked me hard.
The blood is creepy, but you don't identify any meaning from it.
Okay. I'm going to just try to stop her hands from like continuing to do whatever she was doing.
Okay. You like grab her hand, just strong. You feel that she's not. You can like stop, and she's like, it's all like in this ultimatum, like I need to do it before it starts. Please let me finish.
It's okay.
Wait.
What starts?
Do these people will they turn into mushrooms or something?
They look like they're transforming in some way or the other.
You're 30 feet away from all this, Talvar. Do you want to ask that, or you want to investigate, or what do you want to do?
Can I look back at Medam like, should we go closer?
Yeah. Let's go closer. I'll like palms up approach as if I am approaching like a spooky creature. So carefully.
As we're walking, I say, didn't someone mention a cult that causes issues in the moorholes that does like death magic? Remember something that leads to Mirates and Raul?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking aloud.
There's only Pewter and me here, and Cosmo on the mall.
Yeah.
Cosmo has all the answers, but he cannot speak common. He just chooses to stay silent.
But does this like? Where are we right now?
You are in the Shadow Marches. You are on the way to you are in Tarandal, and you are heading to Zarashek, the city of stilts,
Right.
to speak to some orcs to
No
help you
close
out.
to wherever this cult is, right? Or-
You have been told that that the people you're talking to are described as cultish, the Ashata clan.
Yeah,
So
that's
they are described as cultish. They have been called connected to the cult of the dragon below. But besides, so they are some kind of cult that
and they're
understands.
connected to dragons as well. Aren't
Well,
these?
well, the
isn't
cults
this-
of the cults of the dragon below, from your understanding, are just like all kinds of weird stuff.
Right.
But they said they could help you with Tiamat, so maybe they have some knowledge of dragons.
Right.
yes.
Okay.
Not, but
You see,
dragons are
these-
different from dinosaurs. Just so you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
these are dinosaurs, not at all dragons.
So this
Also,
location. Sorry, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
don't know about the location. I don't know anything about the history of this place. But are these are those creepy little mushroom things? Do they like turn living creatures into like their homes? Is it?
Why don't we
That's
ask her?
whoa.
Also,
Puro, you
by the way, I hope you do realize this is the. I mean, I point to the bow in her head.
Yeah. We added that.
Yeah.
That's that addition bit of math. Yeah.
Right.
Um. Shit.
Right.
Computer's really
Magic,
out of his
by the
depth
way, some
now.
ask
powerful
her. Ask her her name.
What's your name?
Pop,
Bok?
pop,
Bop?
P-O-P. Pop.
Pop.
BOP.
B.
Oh, Bop.
Yeah. She got the
Oh.
pop. Okay. Bob. Could you tell me more about like, what made your family sick? Why did they go to the mushroom people?
Yeah. As you're like talking, and
Yeah.
she's just like automatically trying to move her hand forward, but you're holding her hands back, and she said like, my family, we like to we like to live in the wild, apart from the gatekeepers, study nature, be part of nature. We all had a form we wanted to be, to respect old ancient species, and so I chose this one, and they all had theirs. But then there was, she like looks, and she's like, they then there was they wanted to stop a problem by Blackwater Lake, and then the Myconoid said they would help. Then they got sick, they got ill, they started to see. Had to take them as they started. The Myconoid said, leave them with us, but my parents didn't want to be with them, and so we went here. But then they stopped moving, and they would see growing, and so I came here because the man in green told me I could use this place to help them, to bring him back like the others.
There were others who have been brought back. You have to
She
ask her that.
nods.
There are others who have been brought back.
Yes.
Also,
Every day.
okay. Quick DM. While she's saying this, can I do I hear the Triceratops moving around anywhere? Do I hear anyone else approaching?
You want to make a roll, or you want to use your passive perception? Because your passive perception, you don't hear anything.
I would like to
Doesn't
make a
sound
roll just because I'm wondering where the Triceratops went if I'm looking at the goal.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Give me a
yeah.
perception check.
I thought we all figured that out, right?
No. As in, like, where did it? Is it not coming back? What is the? But anyway, I rolled terribly 5. So yeah, no, I'm too focused
The
on.
Triceratops could be anywhere. Could be
Yeah.
on the ceiling.
Could be behind me.
I was actually gonna ask if I could make the same
To
roll.
look for the Triceratops?
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Am I losing my mind? Isn't the girl the Triceratops?
Oh, she just said that she took that form.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I
you're
thought
right.
she put the bow on.
No, she has a bow of her own. that
Yeah, I
matches
figured
her.
that it's like her way of showing possession. That she
As always, Medu is our one shared
brain
thing.
cell, one brain cell that we have. Yes.
Wow.
How can a Triceratops go missing?
I mean, Okay.
Yes.
Well,
You see the Triceratops on the ceiling in Spider-Man costume.
okay.
Amazing.
Okay. In that case, okay. Now that Medu says it, we're like, oh,
Oh,
that makes way more sense.
Talvar is like, I knew that. I was just confirming that we were all on the same
Okay.
page.
Okay.
Uh,
So wait.
Has a lot of
So
powerful
okay.
magic.
Bob.
Also, she's a gatekeeper. Like
Tal-
no
Tal-
one.
Tava, you know your common motions is about to run out. It only
Yeah.
lasts a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Bob.
look. I'm like,
Yeah, Bob. Why don't you come with us? We have some really nice tea that you might like. I have a friend who's your age who might even be able to fix this everything, and and then we can go handle the mushroom people together.
What?
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Oh
This is
boy,
like
the robot
uh,
should not be the one in charge of. This is literally the version of like,
uh,
please calm down. You're being assisted.
I can't guide you right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Sorry.
What is it? A disadvantage or just a normal roll?
no, it's straight. It's straight.
Okay. So did you say persuasion?
Persuasion.
Okay, that's a 17 minus 1, 16. Let's go.
She says she's like this is like a tricky roller. She's like at this. She's like, Mom, Dad liked tea. He liked tea a lot, and she's just like, she's not like fighting anymore. Like it's not like she's agreed with you, but she's just not fighting. So you feel like you could like take her because you already like kind of got her arms, so you could just like basically like pull her along, like lead her away from this as you're just going.
Oh no, I feel like
Oh boy, there we go.
shit.
There we go.
Oh no.
Yeah. At this point, something starts to happen.
Oh.
You suddenly hear this loud crack of lightning from this loud crack of lightning from outside, and she has like the spells like wearing off. She's like, "Oh no, it's starting! Oh no, did I do it in time?" And the statue that's there, the small one, starts to glow, and then the big statue that's towering her without its head suddenly just like starts shaking a little bit, and then you like see almost like in the head, which wasn't inside, just like rolls back from back of the temple, and then like goes back on top of the statue. And you can like see some of the rocks that are nearby. They start going up. They start flying up as like the ceiling starts to repair itself.
Wait, what?
You see the marks outside as like the skeleton. There's a strange, unnerving feeling, this like cold feeling, like this rush of air. And you can kind of see these strange skeletons. They suddenly start jostling at the slowly starting to like get up and twist and turn. And you can kind of see one which had its breastplate kind of like damaged. The breastplate kind of reforge itself as like the arrowhead pops out, and it's just like advancing a little forward, moving, starting forward. And like you can see the skeletons, their skin starts returning to them. And you can see them forming into the shapes of elves, and they start like moving backwards, like they're stepping backwards. You're like seeing a video in reverse as these creatures are coming back. You see like this, you can hear like the sounds outside. You hear these explosions like in reverse. It's weird hearing an explosion like it's like a whoop instead of like a boom. It's like a whoop. As you can like hear this like sound, you hear there's like big crashes outside outside the city as everything seems to, like, the huge sounds going outside. And you can sort of see this temple you're in sort of like repair itself. Yeah.
Okay.
Do the dinosaur bodies also get up and repair?
You look at the dinosaur corpses. There's like this glowing, like the strange symbol that seems to be glowing, zoom, and like the glowing on the T-Rex, zoom, also, and you can like see the mushrooms on them slowly start to like shrink and become smaller and smaller. But they're still, it's like happening quite slowly, while the other things seem to be like happening and sort of like going in the reverse as all these like dead bodies sort of like come up and they sort of like taking a defensive stance, not against you, but kind of like against the walls, like they're kind of protecting the two people in vestments, these two clerical people, as they start going backwards. And she's like, "Oh, is it working? Oh, is it working?" Yeah. And she's like actually like shaking her arms now because she's not under the calm emotion spell. She's like looking a bit worried.
Are the bodies changing? The parents' bodies?
The dinosaurs, as you're looking at them, like this mushrooms seem to be shrinking slightly, but like they aren't. Even with the 28 medicine check, it doesn't look like they're coming back to life. But like this is like the first few seconds.
Right.
What's happening?
I have no clue.
I'm
There's some kind of like,
backwards here.
yeah, it feels like. Bob, where did the green man go? The man in green.
She's like looking a little like distracted. She's like, "Come on, come on." What? I saw him after my parents. My parents stopped moving. He found me and he told me what to. He told me what to do.
Okay.
Told me the ritual,
Yeah.
and they said it would bring her back. But that was long ago. Come on. And she's like trying to like wrestle her arms out of your hands.
Sure,
You like let
sure.
her. Yeah. And she's like going back. Come on. And she's like trying to shake the big purple T-Rex back awake.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the ritual, it was to do with this white statue over here.
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
She like nods, but is like distracted. But she like nods.
How stuffed does this white statue look?
It's like as far as like a normal statue. It's like very beautiful statue. So it's not like a stone wall, but it's like a very beautiful like designed one that seems to almost like shine a little bit, like it's as if it was like
Okay.
more new than 2,000 years old.
Okay.
As things are going backwards.
Does the dead skeletons? They're not coming back to life. They're just.
Oh, they are.
Oh,
Yeah, they're standing up.
All right,
they're, like,
I
moving,
am
they're,
going
like,
to
getting into
I'm going to
position.
rip off the statue, and if need be, break it. First, I'll rip it off and see if it does anything.
What are you doing?
So you're like it's like on a plinth. So you're just like lifting it up, or you're just like ripping it off the plinth.
How big is it?
It's about
Small,
4
right?
foot.
Oscar.
1 foot.
It's about 4 foot tall. Like
4
they're like
foot?
the statue. The statue is about 2 foot, but it's on this 2
Is there
foot like,
okay?
plinth.
Is there anything on it that looks like it should be a piece of the whole?
Yeah, the statue itself. You could like remove the statue.
Yeah,
itself,
that-
but it had a base. It
Yeah,
had a
it's
base
just
on
the
it. So
statue.
if you wanna take the
Separated from
statue-
the plinth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you could remove the 2 foot statue.
I'll
off
just
the
remove the
base.
2 foot statue. I'll just rip it off.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Guidance.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Strength
what are
check.
you doing? Don't mess with magic.
15 plus guidance, which is a plus D4.
Yeah.
3, so 18.
Great, you were fortunate. You're able to pull it off, and
Yeah.
you've got like shining like proudly as like the wall. You saw these like big hole in the temple.
Yeah.
It just suddenly it's like you feel this intense heat,
Okay.
and then like the heat like goes away as the wall repairs itself. Like as
Okay.
it comes back, and then like all this people getting into position, they say, "All right, now whatever you do, do not." And you're hearing this in Elvish. So only Maidu can understand. Like, all right, everyone, we must defend this place. We cannot let them get any farther than it. What in the world are these? And they say, "What is that?" And like points at both at Pewter and at Talvar, as they're just like, "What?" And they're like these soldiers like arm themselves up. I think like, "How did these creatures get in here?" And like points at the large dinosaurs. As you these like 8 soldiers and these 2 like vestment wearing elves, I'll just look at you like really surprised to see you there.
We come in peace. We are not
What?
here to.
The fuck is happening?
They're saying they have to protect something. They can't let any forces advance. We are not part of the forces, by the way. We are just like travelers passing through. We don't know how we got stuck here.
He's stealing our statue. He's stealing
No,
our statue
I'm
from our
returning
guys.
it. I'm returning it.
We can't understand them.
Oh,
They're
right.
speaking
I
Elvish.
assume Maidu is translating.
Yeah.
but like not that fast. But I'll be like, he's not stealing it. Put it down.
I'll start putting it down.
He's just returning it. He's just putting it back. Woo!
Yeah.
Calm down.
Okay. So now there's 3 parties. There's the dinosaurs, there's the elves, there's us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I turn to Bob. I'm like, Bob, are these your friends?
She's like looks at them. She looks at them sad, and she's like, they never help. They just get angry that I'm here. They get angry they're here, and they try and take away my parents, and I'm not gonna let them take away my
What do you mean?
parents.
Does this
What?
keep happening?
She seems to be getting quite angry, suspecting, and her skin starts to turn
Oh my God.
scaly.
Oh, what?
I-
Scaly in the Triceratops scaly or dragon scaly?
Is there a difference?
Dragons are
One is-
more
Aren't like, wouldn't that be feathery versus scaly? I
yeah.
don't know.
Get your-
These are in Eberron. As far as the only Triceratops you've ever seen in Eberron is reptilian Jurassic.
I would
Park
say,
style.
let's say
It
might be
leather,
there might be feathery
leather
ones
as
out
opposed to like metal, which is kind of like how thick dragon scales can get. Is it more leathery? So either way, we know it's Triceratops.
It looks more Jurassic Parky.
There, got it. Cool. That's what we were getting
Oh
at.
shit. Okay.
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 Yeah.
Fine. Fine.
Hang tight, Bob. Listen, okay, you can't understand me. Tutor will translate. We're not going to let them take your parents, okay?
Right.
We're going to protect their bodies as best as we can, but don't freak out right now because there seems to be a big conflict happening outside, and the last thing we need is a conflict happening inside as well.
Right.
Right. Okay. Everybody just take a deep breath. All of us,
Uh,
including you, Bob. A really deep breath. I promise it will help.
Bob has no idea what you're saying, but I assume translate. Bob is like in the middle of like like going thing, and
Yeah.
these elves are like, and this is like they are like they seem very they're just like getting their thing. Yeah, I guess Maydu, do a persuasion check to try and get these elves to calm down.
Great. I'm
I
good
shall
at
guide
that.
Medu.
Oh,
Like,
thanks.
Medu, say something. And like as I'm patting her back, I'll guide her.
Should I say something now, or was what I just said the persuasion thing?
You can no, you kind of like said you could kind of like you've already kind of like said what you want. Like we're not stealing anything,
Yeah,
please. Okay, so
yeah. We're not here to harm you. We've just gotten caught in this mess, but we'll help out if we can.
how did you end up here? And
It's a
tell me your
very
We
persuasion check.
we walked in from that gate.
Uh, they have no idea.
guidance a D4 or a D6.
D4. It's a D4.
Before. Sorry. The best I got.
Sorry for my weakness. That's pretty good though. 17 total.
They're like very concerned, and they say like the gate. They look at the door. The doors, and you see the door that you've left open. Like, the door's open, and they start rushing. They start moving to try and like close the door. Not like focusing like
okay.
the soldiers, like moving to close the door, and then suddenly they are
DM,
like tossed back.
I'm going to break the statue. I'm going to
Okay,
break it.
give me a strength check.
Persuading them.
Actually, before you do a strength check, everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh
God.
Fuck's
yeah.
sake.
Who are
It's
we
been a
fighting?
while.
It's
It's
been
kind
a
of been a
while.
hot minute since we fought. So you know what?
I want to know who we're fighting. Wow, now I get the nat 20, really?
All right, so an initiative that's 15 total.
All right.
I rolled a 3.
It's
Fuck. Then I
good
guide
for a
myself.
cleric.
No, too late.
It's
Too
good
late.
for a cleric to go last.
Can be. Uh,
Was not for a frontline cleric, I'd assume, but yes.
Oh yeah.
okay, so anyone got higher than 20?
Me.
What'd you get?
23.
Lovely.
She got a nat 20. So
Yeah.
Nice. Anyone got higher than 15? Anyone got higher
No,
than 10?
sorry, initiative, I got 15 exactly, yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So we have that, Pewter. Talvar got a 3, right?
yeah,
Not a 3.
that's
Sweet.
get a 3.
Okay, cool. With that, we start as these like gates, which were open, is like sent back, as you can kind of like see, little like the air and dust itself seems like coalescing and like forming into this like into this shape, this humanoid shape. As you can hear this voice again in Elvish, but also in multiple different languages. Like it speaks common, but like in very old archaic kind of like
Right.
yes, your people will be destroyed. Your false
Whoa,
false
buddy.
fate must be ended. This is the end of your line. So says us all. So says us all. And he starts glowing. This like strange like wind. This strange
Weird.
figure of
So out
like
of our
air
depth here.
sees a glow with this like symbol on it. And what's it called? Immediately, Talvar doesn't even need to roll. Talvar recognizes the symbol. It is a Dragonmark of House Dennett.
Ah, jeez.
It's a symbol of House
Oh no. Okay.
Dennett.
Okay.
May have pieced together some things.
Maydo, it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
For my action. Okay.
Oh, and because you got an nat 20, I'll let you release the capture ball as a free action.
Oh,
want to use
thank
Cosmo.
you. Great. Yeah. Cosmo protect. Okay. For my action, can I just use this time to like piece together some information that we have been given?
Why not?
Why
Just
not?
invite.
I figured out that this is house wall.
Yeah.
That's house wall.
Do you say that?
I'm
Oh.
trying to figure it out through the clues that I have been getting so far. Considering that I know that the Dragonmark houses did try to wipe off this place, wipe off the family of the face of the earth. This guy said something similar to that. Your end of your line, blah blah blah. They were predominantly elves, I believe, and it's near freaking Blackwater Lake where that guy is stuck for eternity. Do I get the idea that this is like a settlement that was of household? Also,
Uh,
the death thing makes sense now. He's trying to use death magic to bring somebody back.
you definitely
Because,
get that.
oh my god, can I add to this? Even though it's not my turn in
I
initiative
mean,
right
sure,
now.
you're just kind of like figuring stuff out.
Okay,
Sherlock figuring out.
she had to do it before they got back, and she said that they never help. I feel like this is like a loop,
Loop.
or like
Oh.
how he said that how he said before, it's like watching a video in reverse.
Right.
What if this is just like an area where it
That
constantly
plays out again.
replays,
Yeah.
and she needs to do something in that time frame
Okay.
in order to be able to successfully bring her
Okay.
parents back, or something
Okay.
like that. Maybe none of this happened in the past,
Right.
and we're just reliving.
Right. We're stuck in a.
There's some Russian doll shit.
I
I've been
don't
That's a
know
good
that
show.
reference. I have no idea about that. But yes, this is clearly like a time loop, which is, or like a memory loop, which is just reliving what happened on that day when everyone got wiped out.
Yeah. Yeah. What if we spend some, like, a part of, like, during initiative, see if we can find what the source of like this loop is? If there's an artifact or something that's causing this thing to play out over and over again. Y'all didn't want to come here? This is so cool.
I still don't know if I wanted to have been here. Okay, it's whose turn is it? What are we doing? Because we need a strategy.
It is
I
still
mean,
Maydu's turn.
I
Me
just
too.
want to see if I can
Okay.
confirm any of this for my action.
I mean, like, you're just trying to figure out, are these guys House of All? How would you confirm whether or not these guys
I
are
look
House of
for the
All?
dragon mark.
Sure. Give me a perception check or investigate.
Well, probably both of mine are kind of shit. I think perception's a little better. So if you'll allow that, I'll go for that.
Yeah,
Perception
either or is fine.
17.
With 17, you start looking. You're trying to like identify, like, is this, you're trying to like figure out. You see these like people like standing here, but you don't see any like symbols of like any dragon marks on them. They've got these large vestments or any armor, so if they had it, you wouldn't know. But you do actually see that like part of the building inside is in ruins, but it's repaired itself, and you can actually see the completed
Right.
the completed draconic writing
Uh-huh.
that was outside, where
Uh-huh.
before it said blood of. Now you can see what it fully says. It said blood of Vol.
Oh.
Great. Great. Just our luck. We would go and stumble into the historical time loop of a house that was supposed to be destroyed by our ancestors. Perfect.
Okay.
Relay this
Don't panic. Do not
information to
panic.
the others.
Bob, how do we stop this? Oh, no, that's not a good idea. Wait, Bob's already transforming, right?
It looks like it's preparing to transform, but it is Medu's turn.
Yeah. Medu, please
Yeah.
do something smart.
Okay, so was that my action to like do the perception?
You haven't. No, that's a free action. That's an object interaction. So you still have your bonus and your free and your main action. Yes. So you can still
Great.
do stuff.
Wonderful. Bonus action. Okay, first let me roll ferocity for Cosmo because he's out and there's only one hostile creature, which is the House Deneth guy.
I was
Right?
about to ask, who do you consider hostile?
Definitely. Oh, you know what? This is a
Yes.
moral quandary for Meru. Let's not increase the longevity of my turn. Let's just say the House Deneth person.
Okay.
But
So
not, is he within 5 feet of us? I don't think so.
I mean, you can summon Cosmo from the ball close to the creature.
Sure. I will do that. I'll be like, Cosmo, we need a little bit of protection here. We gotta fight this one,
Okay.
at least for a bit. So that's he's got 3 ferocity at the moment. I will use my action to. I will not use ferocity at the moment, but I'll ready my longbow and hold it in case this guy attacks us or makes any threatening gesture towards any of us.
Including the elves.
No, not
Okay.
that.
So if it attacks Cosmo, you 3, do you want to include Bop?
Bob, yes, I do want
Okay,
to.
so if it attacks the 5 of you, your longbow will trigger.
Yes.
Is Cosmo doing anything besides gaining ferocity?
He Jesus, I forget how to play this character. He is going to no. He is also. Can he also hold an action?
Sure.
And he'll hold like a normal antler signature attack. Just
Okay.
like a normal signature.
So he's ready to go. All right, sounds good.
He's just got his head lowered and he's like snorting and pawing at the ground.
Okay. He's ready to as you like summon your creature, you like look the strange creature of House Denner, the strange air spirit, looks at and it's like forming into like kind of this humanoid shape. It's like strange. It's like how this is what a strange creature. What a strange creature. This one looks almost like one of House Valinor's projects. And it looks at it and it looks at it and then like slowly looks at you and it's like, my word, your Dragonmark is incredible. Why are you here? Are you here to help us destroy House Vol? I did not know we had any infiltrators sneaking in.
Nope, just passing through. Sorry. We made a wrong turn at Swampland and ended up here by mistake.
Swampland. Tilts his head in confusion. We go on next to the elf soldiers. These like guys all just like they are looking back. They are a bit confused because like this one's calling out and it's like pointed out that you are House Valinor. So they're like saying, "What the fuck is?" So 4 of these guys are going to turn and try and deal with their elemental, and the other 4 are going to like say like clearly these guys are traitors who summoned weird dead dinosaurs. Not traitors. These guys are infiltrators. He almost destroyed our statue. Let's deal with this. And so they went. So yeah, first we're going to deal with the 4 who are going to attack the. We'll have 1 of each. So yeah, one's going to go after Bop, one's going to have to go Talvar, one's going to go after Medu, and one's going to go after Pewter.
Does that trigger your?
But I said to protect us 5. I don't know if it counts from those guys as well.
I think you said I'll let it. If you want to trigger it now, I'll let you.
I don't want to attack them.
So you're
But I
holding
also
that.
kind of do want to attack them because I will not attack it. If I attack, I will attack the house 10.
Okay, so
Sorry about the house traitoring.
They charge. First one going after Talvar. That's a good one. Okay. And let me double check. Does an 18 hit your armor class?
Just it's
Okay. Does a 24 hit your armor class?
no, the 18 hits, but the 24 doesn't.
Maths. Good times. So yeah, he's attacking. He's got a large shield and a spear as he's coming straight for you. Let's see what he do. Okay. He deals.
Wait.
Yeah.
The 18 does not hit.
Yeah.
Because I have Blessing of the Forge.
True.
And I don't remember if I set it to my armor or my. It hits. You know what?
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that.
Sounds good.
No,
Okay, so you take the first attack manages
It's
catches by surprise, gets in the side. This is a very nicely made spear. You get 6 points of damage.
Sure.
The second one, however, you're able to deflect quite nicely. Next up, it's going to go there. Another one's going to go after Pewter.
Yay.
13. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
Okay, you're able to expertly move. It's like, what manner? And in Elvish, what manner of creature are you? And it's like
Ah.
moving
Okay,
after you.
it's Elvish, so I can't even respond. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah. Next up, going after Medu. That misses. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
Just checking. You never know with you guys. And we roll 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And one on Cosmo. Well, no, this one wouldn't go after Cosmo because Cosmo's next to the thing. This one's going to go after. This one's going to have to go after Bob.
Yeah.
Not 20.
Ah, damn! No, not the kid.
Yeah.
Maybe the kid can tank it. Who knows?
I mean, the kid hasn't turned into a Triceratops yet. You stopped her.
Damn. Well,
Hey.
Yeah.
Good on us.
And max damage. Oh, well done.
Okay.
15. Yeah.
The kid can't take.
As just like it's going like skewing the kid, and just like collapsing on the spear, and just like kind of like tossing it to the side.
Fuck.
And it's like she is like on death saving throws.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
Already?
Great.
Wait. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to do this. Fine. I will use my reaction. How far away is she from me? Am I
She's
within
right
5
next.
feet
You
of
guys,
her?
you guys came up right next to her.
Perfect. I'll use Vigilant Guardian
What's that?
as a reaction. I will, when a creature within 5 feet of me is hit with an attack roll, I instantly swap places with them.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So that means-
Take the hit for myself.
Okay, so you'll take the damage instead. You take
Yeah.
15 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm still standing.
Yeah, unless you have like an immunity to critical hits or something, you don't have any armor that does that, right? Just double checking. I don't think
Not yet.
not yet, but that's the dream. So you take 15 points of damage, and like you see like Bob, and she's like and then you're in like the thing as you like gets you bad in the gut.
Yeah, I'm like under half health.
Okay.
Next up, they're gonna go after the elemental. Oh, sorry,
go
Pewter, you want to say something?
No. Go on. It's your.
Yeah, goes after Pewter. Goes after Cosmo. Does a 17 hit Cosmo?
Let me just check. Does a 17 hit Cosmo? Yeah, yes, it does.
Okay, so 2 attacks hit. D.
He was also at full health, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's at on full health. 7 and so 14 points of damage.
Oh,
and
good.
the other three are going to go after the big guy, not Cosmo.
This is the air spirit dude.
Now they're attacking the air spirit dude. The elves were attacking. There were 8 elves.
Oh wow!
That's a lot of elves.
Miss. Hit. Miss. Hits. 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 Nat 20. Good times.
Okay.
So that's I gotta roll the dice because I don't want to roll all those things.
Okay. DM, quick question. What's
Hi.
happening to the statue at this point?
You put it down, remember?
Yeah. Just is it doing anything else or?
No, it's just there. There's some
Alright.
blood on it,
All
which
right.
thing put on, but otherwise, and I think some more blood may have come out of Talvar.
Okay. Okay. It's on my turn. Yes, it's fine.
So 22, 28, 8 plus 3, 38, 46. Sweet. All right. These things do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it strikes hard on this like elemental, and it's like screams and like roars. Either like the energy composing it kind of like fluctuates, but it is it's still there. It's still it's still able to like keep going.
Okay.
Next up, Pewter.
Okay. I will look to Medu. Any ideas?
How to stop this? No, but we are going to be in big trouble either ways.
Okay, I'm gonna. I didn't do this last time. I stopped. I'm gonna break the statue.
Okay. Strength check. Unless you're doing an attack.
I'll do an attack on it. I'm gonna do. Fuck it. I'll do Breath of the Dragon. See if that does the trick.
Okay. Do you want to just aim at the statue, or do you want to like try and get any of these elf soldiers as well?
Will I be able to do that? Don't
Yeah,
think
because
so.
it's a ray, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. But
So you
it's
can like position
okay.
yourself. You can get what's it called? If you don't want to hit any of your allies or
Yeah.
bop,
Yeah.
you can get at most you can get 2.
Okay.
If you're like willing to like injure some friends, you could probably get
No.
you
I'll,
could probably
I'll
get
give.
all of them.
Okay. I'll say this. Stop now or face the consequences, and I'll try to intimidate first.
Sure. Make the roll.
Okay. Okay, that was a natural 1, but I have a draconic presence, which allows me to re-roll intimidation as a reaction if I fail it. So I'm going to re-roll it.
Go for it.
Yeah. Go for it.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
intimidation.
Nice.
I think I'm a -1 to charisma, so
You're doing so good, baby. It's fine.
it's a 15 -1, which is +1 because intimidation's +1 for 16.
Okay. You like do that and
Okay.
just like stop. And they like look at you and they like stop and maybe you hear like him. And you like this like voice that comes out and it's like he's it's like he speaks with the darkness. It's like is he a seven of Tiamat? What forces are these disturbed dragon-marked houses working with? And they do like take a step back.
Cool.
Yeah, the ones engaging you, the ones fighting like the house then they're like surprised, but they're like focused on that. The clerics and vestments aren't doing anything this round. They're just like a little scared.
Okay.
It doesn't look like they're proper clerics. Like they're not casting any spells or doing anything like that. They look like they're just they have the title of cleric rather than the
Right.
magic. Anything else you want to do?
I will
let that be a bonus action.
Yeah, I will, instead of trying to breathe the thing because they're all stopped, I shall simply try to break the statue because I feel like that's the only. Actually, I'll be smarter. I will pour water over the statue, hoping the blood washes off because apparently the blood has something to do with this.
Sure.
Okay, so that's my action. I'll just do that.
You like pour the blood over it. Let's see.
Anyone know dispel magic? Because that would be really useful.
Bob's angry and he's like, no. It's like they're being attacked and she's like pouring blood over.
Sure.
She's like, stop it. And she just like roars at stop it and just like roars as she turns into the green triceratops with the pink bow. And just like lumbering over, just like roaring wildly. And let's just see. Yeah, she is going to.
Wait, hold on. That was. Do I get? Can I use a key point to do another thing?
What do you want to do?
I will use a key point to actually break the statue because apparently washing the blood did nothing.
I mean, okay.
Wait. Tell me, should I have wait more?
I mean, you didn't even give it 6 seconds.
Okay, no. Then I'll wait. Sure.
You didn't even give it a chance to do something. You just like see the blood stain, but do you want to?
I just expect everything to stop as soon as I act.
You just got called out by our DM.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I'll wait.
Around the 6 seconds. So,
Instant gratification. Kids these days. I mean, Warforged these days.
I know, right? We 4-year-olds.
Technically,
yeah.
he's like
Also
3 years old or something.
Hey, you're the one taking me on adventures.
Yeah. Forms into a large triceratops. Let's see. It's going to go after it's going to start charging, and I'm going to say it's going to charge to try and hit like not you guys, but it's going to hit 2 elves. It's going to try and hit 2 elves and the big scary thing, the big like elemental thing. As it's like coming. Would they care about the elemental thing? Let me just make sure that they. Actually, because you can speak to him, Pewter, do you want to direct Bop in any way?
Bob, you should go hide.
Okay, so Bob's not going to do that because Triceratops are terrible at hiding. Despite the fact you didn't see the Triceratops in the room when you were looking for it earlier.
So I'll be like, Bob, you shouldn't do this. Just don't leave. We will take care of this.
Okay. She says something, but none of you speak Triceratops.
Of course you do.
And it goes charging at the big thing. Actually, it will. It's just going to charge. Actually, it's going to just charge in a row and try and get as many of these like guys surrounding you as she can. So that is a. Does that hit? That does hit. Wow.
Oh my god, guys!
Good. She's very strong.
You're rolling like insanely high today. It's kind of
unfair,
amazing.
Deadly. Gonna get us killed. Yes, all of those.
Yeah.
boy.
Cool. Yeah.
Only
She
enjoy.
charges and does that much damage. Okay. Yeah. You guys haven't started fighting. You guys haven't started fighting Bop, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yet. There's still time.
I don't
ding,
want
ding,
to
ding.
fight Bob.
Yeah. Charges. Sends two of them like backwards. One collapses, and the other one's like still standing, and then she squashes one of these elf soldiers under her hoofs. As she's just kind of like run out in the middle, so
Wow.
she's between Cosmo and you guys.
Okay, then.
So yeah. So next up, Talvar.
Okay. Well,
we
the
tried.
most I just got wailed on by somebody who just like brought me to half my health.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna be like, we're not being nice about this, right? I glance over and then I take my mace without waiting for a response from anybody. Just go onto the one that attacked me. I mean, tried to
Yeah.
attack Bob but hit me.
Yeah, that
And
one's injured. It's not dead, but it is quite injured. So you can go
yeah.
straight.
Okay. It's been a hot minute since I attacked
It's a
anybody.
bit-
So
yeah.
Remember, this is a +1 magical weapon now.
I rolled a 19. I
Hits.
have a +1, that's a 20, +2, so that probably
Yeah, that hits. 22 hits.
D6.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, D6. D6 plus. 6 points of damage.
Cool. You and splattered. It's dead now.
Okay.
Again, it's dead again as it just like goes down. Goes down. It
Uh,
doesn't turn back into a skeleton, but like yeah, you've just like properly killed. So 2 elves are down.
how
6
many?
left.
6 left. Okay, and a
Yeah.
Triceratops. of
Are
course.
we engaging in like
I'm trying to stop this whole thing from just working, and I'm hoping that in 6 seconds they'll just be all dead.
okay. I look around and I say, we don't want to hurt you. We'll leave you alone, but just let the kid go.
There's no kid anymore.
And by
There's
the
a
kid,
Tricer-
I mean the Triceratops or the T-Rex. I don't know which one this thing is. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these. It's kind of freaking me out.
Okay, so you want to shout that out as your bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You shout that out very loudly, and the elves look at you, and you realize the elves have no idea what you said.
Yeah.
But that member of House Dennett like looks at you, and he just says like, "The Triceratops is it like a member of House Dennett, but flame touched house? How interesting."
What the hell
I
is
will
flame touched?
point at his head, points as if to demonstrate your hair, because you are.
I know you talked. You know what? For later. We'll save this for later.
I will not fight your ribbon creature if it does not fight me.
We have
And
no
he like
control
tries to
over
do you think he's doing a thumbs up, but it's like mostly air and thing.
Right.
We have no control over this.
You and I, we're family, right?
Apparently, sure. You have a mark.
Am I going to kill your families? That's what's going to happen here.
It's totally
Of
gonna
course I have a
happen.
mark. I pull the cloak off and you can see the mark of the
Impressive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. His glows, and as it does, your dragon mark kind of glows in response.
Yeah, it's very like into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. We see each other. Yeah. Excellent. So he says like, very well. He like goes and says, you don't want me to fight. You don't want me to hurt the horse creature either, right? The Valinor.
Absolutely not. No.
Right. Fine. No hurting animals today. That's fine with me. Death to House Vol, and just like
Wait. Why death to Housewell? What have they done to you?
Why? We all know the reason why.
Oh right, the crazy. Yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
yeah. So he's
Okay.
going to he causes a whirlwind around himself.
Oh.
And yeah, each of these all the elves need to make a roll. So let's see how he does. Let's see how they do. So there are 4 of these things. D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. I think. Yeah. One of these guys is sent flying, literally, boom, and just like across the thing, lands into a wall with a
Nice.
crunch. And the other guys are just like, they've stabbed their spears into the ground to kind of hold their position as best they can. As they're like going. And yeah, so they take only half the damage. So let's see. Okay, cool. So some damage, not bad. So yeah, some of these guys are hurt. But they'll keep going. Cosmo, it's smart enough to avoid hitting Cosmo
Good.
as this is happening, and just like it's like floating above and floating over them. It's like, I trust that you all. It's like for the Dragonmark houses, destruction to house Vol with me, and just like he's like shouting this loud proclamation. And as we come to the end of the round, you suddenly hear the sound. There's a sound of lightning, sound of crash, as you suddenly this top of the building, like collapses, like a part of the building just like starts collapsing down. As you realize, oh, it matches a hole in the ceiling that was there a moment ago. As it starts collapsing, falling down. All of you guys, give me reflex saves.
Oh boy.
That's Dex.
Yeah.
Good.
Dexterity saving throws.
That's
Dex saving throw.
13. I'm gonna get my ass beat, yo. What 19?
19 for me and
Cosmo's fine. He's out of range.
okay. 19.
Pewter, what you got?
6 something.
Okay. You, our two ladies, they leap out of the way.
Yeah.
Pops out of range. However, some of the wood and things like collapses down near Pewter, and it just kind of like pins him under the ground. Not underground. He like pinned under some of the fallen debris. He's knocked prone and takes 3 points of damage.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You also, as you realize, this building is going to get more and more messed up as time is moving forward. As you see that, we go to the top of the round where we have, as you guys are like waiting, the dinosaurs do not move. They don't react. But Madu, as it comes to you, Pewter can't see because he's like underneath a lot of like rubble.
Yeah.
But Madu, with your passive, and I think what's Talvar's passive perception?
My passive perception is 16.
Then you definitely see this. The mushrooms that were sort of like regressing have stopped regressing.
Damn it.
It's not like they were like growing back again, but it's like they've stopped. Bop doesn't seem to have noticed. May do it because Bop is facing away, dealing with a bunch of these guys. May do it's your turn.
Do I see the house wall people starting to look a little gaunt and skeletal again?
No. They look even like the dead body at your feet. It's not turned back into a skeleton. In fact, it's in a different position than it was before. All of them were like kind of in this gathered thing, but this one's like at where Talvar was standing a moment ago. She smashed it into the ground.
Oh, I don't understand how this weird time magic works. Wait, hang on, Talvar, am I killing your family or not?
Do what you must, I yell out.
I do what I must. Well,
Just like I do. Don't ask me these questions. I'm not that attached. No offense.
Okay, wait. These guys hit Cosmo and me. I'm going to try and at least incapacitate them before anything else. I'm going to... first, let me roll ferocity again.
Yeah. Now there's like 4 enemies if you include the elemental around him.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. So that's 4 plus 4 more.
8.
8. So that's a total of 11. Oh,
you can do a lot with that.
What is the number which makes them rampage?
Good question. That's a very good question.
After 10 ferocity or more and is not incapacitated, they run the risk of entering a rampage. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Let's see what you can do.
A wisdom check to stop them entering a rampage. Okay, fine. I can do animal handling. That's fine.
Yeah, the DC is 16. It's a wisdom animal handling check.
That's a bullshit roll. 14! He's in a rampage.
Wait, it's an animal handling check. Don't you have like a bonus because of your house?
Oh, yeah.
A D4?
Bonus. I can add a D4. Come on. That's a 1!
Your Cosmo is like overwhelmed by all the action, everything's happening, and he's like, I hate time travel, as he starts going on a rampage.
Same Cosmo, jeez. They immediately move up their speed towards the nearest creature and attack them with a
Mhm.
signature attack,
All right.
dealing
Which
extra
is
damage to
So
half
yeah,
the ferocity.
there are allies and enemies close by. So you basically roll me a just roll any dice. If it is an odd number, they're going to attack the elemental. If it's an even number, they're going to attack one of the elves.
Great. Let's just roll. 13. So that's an odd number.
That's an element. He's going to attack the air elemental.
Great. Go for it,
So
Cosmo. I believe in you.
yeah. So it's going to attack.
With the signature attack, should I just roll for it?
Yeah. Whatever attack you want to use.
It's a signature attack.
Then do the signature attack.
23 to hit,
That hits.
which is a d6 plus 2. That's 7 points plus half their ferocity.
So
Which
that
is
would be
7.
5. So 12 total.
Yes,
Does it? What kind of damage is it? Is it magical? Is it slashing? What is it?
it's piercing.
Okay, and does it count as magical?
I don't think he's at the level where it's magical yet, but if you like, I'll check it out. It's going to take me a moment to find out, though.
Okay.
I don't think he's at that level. I think it's like level 5 that it becomes magical.
So,
Sure.
any other effect from the attack besides doing damage?
No, it's just a signature attack, so which is plain vanilla. Unless he can use his ferocity at this point, but I don't think so.
It doesn't say. Let's see. So they immediately move up to the attack and attack with their signature attack. If the signature attack doesn't cost ferocity, then yeah, I think it's I think it's okay then. All right.
Okay, I mean,
So yeah, you hit it with the signature attack. It's done its damage. I don't think it's magic yet. So, and he just like, control your beast. I will report.
Oh man.
I'll report this to House Valinor when this happens.
Oh yeah.
not
You
even-
do the bureaucratic process. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not even real. Just die already.
Maydu, do you want to do anything on your turn? This has been Cosmo's action.
yes, I will be like, Cosmo, buddy, get a grip. And I will attack the elf near Cosmo.
Okay, there's 3. So you can. Do you want to hit the cleric? Who aren't doing anything? There are like 2 clerics who aren't doing anything, and then there are these 3 elves who are near Cosmo and the elemental.
No, those clerics look like wimps. Cosmo needs help right now because he's going a little ballistic. So I'm going to attack one of the elves there with my log. Probably not going to hit with that attack roll though. Jeez, what is that? That's 12 to hit.
You're not spending ferocity and doing any special attacks?
I mean, I could, but I have to hit something.
12 misses. They've still got these big shields, so that bow misses.
Okay. Oh, can I spend ferocity on my turn when Cosmo's doing damage on his?
I believe so.
I think so. I mean, it's the same thing anyway.
So you want to deal more damage to the air elemental?
Yeah, because I have nothing else to do and I need to use up this ferocity. So I'm going to use the.
Here it is.
Oh, the ferocity is going to when they resolve their action, the ferocity drops to 0.
Oh, it becomes 0 then. But then I can't do anything. Great.
Yeah.
I
So
have
that's
no
awesome.
clue how this subclass works, but it sounds
It's
so
great.
much fun.
If you want to find out more about Beast Heart, they're on MCDM, and you can get your own copy. It's a good time. It's a good homebrew
It's really
class.
fun. It's really fun. I need to learn it like a little bit better, but it's super fun.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
that's my turn then. I'm just going to be like,
These 2 clerical elves, they turn and they run to the back of the temple. They go like through these like doors in the back as they're just running for their lives. And the elf soldiers go. There's 2 left next to you guys. One's going to keep attacking Pewter. Let's see how he does.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
That hits. I'm prone
No.
actually, so it has disadvantage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nat
it has
1 on that,
advantage. Sorry.
and-
I don't know why it reminded you that.
Okay, so what's it called? On a Nat 1. I'll let this happen because this is funny. Roll your die for deflect arrows.
I don't think I have deflect arrows.
That comes at level 3.
Deflect missiles. Yes, there we go. Okay. I roll the die for
Have
it.
you ever used that?
Yeah.
I've never been fired at with arrows, so
Yeah. So what's the you roll like it's a D10 plus your monk
yeah,
level?
plus my 8. So I think 10. Yeah.
Isn't it any projectile?
Yeah. So it's I roll a 0, which makes it a 10, I guess.
10.
Yeah.
Correct.
So 18 total.
So 18 total. Yeah. It like goes in to attack.
Yeah.
So one attack would have hit.
Okay.
However, 18 is so high that you're able to literally take the spear out of his hands,
Right.
and you can either choose to like stab him with it or throw it away.
Uh,
I mean,
is this the guy who attacked Bob, Bop, and
No, that guy's dead.
okay.
This guy's been trying to attack you, but he keeps missing.
I'll just take it. Throw the anyway. I don't like using weapons. I'll throw the spear down. I'm like, I warned you.
Yeah, he's like, what manner of creature? What kind of magical creation are you? And he's like a little like intimidated because you did scare the shit out of him with that whole Tiamat thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's backing off. He's like a little thing. The other one who's there looks at this, sees what you did, looks like it was going to attack looks like it was going to attack Medu, and it's just like, I will not mess with I'm not messing with the might of Tiamat, and just like runs back to go help chasing after the clerics.
Fine. Let him run.
Okay. The other three, they're gonna go
as
after.
they're running,
Yeah.
can I yell something out?
Again, they don't speak common.
Let me just try. But if I
You can just-
shout really loudly,
I forgot about that part. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please go.
Curses to languages. I mean, the House Dennis guy will appreciate it.
yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Meant for his ears.
All right then. So next up, these three are gonna go after. I don't think they're gonna go after Cosmo because Cosmo kind of helped them by attacking the air elemental, so they're just gonna attack the air elemental. So let's see how they do. And there's three of them, so let's see. Roll. 2 misses, another crit. Fuck me. Okay, lots of damage.
Whoa.
Lots of damage. They will be doing one of these. So 6 plus 4. Okay, so 46. Okay, yeah. So 46 plus 12. All right, here we go. 11, 22, 23, 29. So, oh my word. Okay. Not bad at all, guys.
What is going on with your rolls today?
So many. Yeah, these guys
What
multi-attack.
dice are you rolling? Throw them over.
Yours.
Throw them.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so they start stabbing, and they like you see the flickering as the this dragon symbol, the kind of that's maintaining this elemental is kind of like collapsing. Is it kind of like failing a little bit? It's like fluctuating, but it's not able to like keep it together as strongly as it would like. Pewter, it's now your turn. There are no elves. Well, there is the one elf who you kind of like, you kind of disarmed. He looks like he wants to run away.
yeah.
Do you let him, or do you want to use a reaction to try and
Let him run away. I don't care.
yeah.
There's no point in killing these guys.
He runs away. Like you dropped it, and he's like chasing after the other
Sure.
clerics. So both of them chase after clerics. The only ones left are 3 elves, Bop, and the Dennet elemental.
Okay. What element is the elemental?
Looks like wind.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna try. Oh wait. 6 seconds have passed. Now, right? I'm no long. I can get up, so I'm not knocked prone anymore.
You can get up, but it's going to cost you half your movement.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Question: 6 seconds have passed. Did the magic change?
What's it called? Give me either Arcana or Insight or Perception.
Perception. DM's like, let me just give him something. Do I have advantage? Do I have guidance? I don't know.
No, it's just straight.
Okay, 10.
Okay, with a 10, what's it called? There is with a 10, it's just like, you notice again what I've already said, that the dinosaurs, mushrooms, they're not going forward, they're not growing, they're not receding, they've like stopped. As far as you go, it does not seem to have affected this fight in the slightest as this is happening. But you can like see, you can hear the sound of crashes, you can like horrific battles going out outside. You hear the sounds of people like fighting, people dying, all kinds of stuff, happening as like this place is getting rocked a little bit. But it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like whatever you've done with the blood has affected the outside. But it might have done something to the dinosaurs.
I don't
You
know.
put her parents in stasis.
I have no idea how to magic this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the elemental if I can. Fuck it, because that's one proper threat we can't. Yeah, sure. I'll attack the elemental with draconic breath, and I'm gonna use. Actually, probably what?
Why the elemental?
Isn't the elemental attacking us? Did I miss something?
The elemental
The
has.
elemental's fighting the elves.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
on ours.
Sorry, when the DM said that the elementals are still standing, I'm like, oh shit, there's elementals we're dealing with. My bad, that's just me mishearing. Sorry.
It's fine. It's just my family member that you wanted to kill.
Your-
I mean,
Just-
already dead
Right?
family member. But
Ancestor that you've never met.
yeah.
I'm half elemental, right? So
Okay.
So yes, that's how you relate. It could be related on both sides of the family tree.
All right.
It's like air. You're like fire.
Okay.
Relation.
Third cousin sect twice removed.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on. Fuck it. I don't have anything better to do. Because, I mean, what's the point of killing these people who are going to die anyway? I'm going to break the statue. I've been trying to do this for a while now. I'm going to just break it.
Yeah, break it.
Go.
And once you're done with that, break
You're doing an attack. Or you're doing strength check.
I'll do an attack.
Go for it.
Okay.
You don't need to. I mean, you can roll, but the AC is very low. This is just to see if you get a crit.
Okay, cool. I didn't get a crit, so I'll just do the attack actual hit. Where's
Go for
the... Cool.
Come
Roll
on, Peter.
dice. 10 points of damage.
I feel like we're approaching a cliffhanger when I'm getting the
The Chirag sense.
You go in and you just like full like sidekick,
Yeah.
smack the head of the statue, send it flying. There's like these like shattering as like the statue goes, and you can see like a few elves who are in this like they like scream like no, as they like. Well, Maydu hears no. You just hear a scream of anguish.
9!
Yeah, and the element like nods as you can see the huge statue above. Cracks start appearing.
Uh-oh.
And then its head goes flying as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Just like
that's okay.
it's
That's
about-
kind of on point.
good
Okay.
for us.
Yeah. As it's like going flying, and then you just like hear this like crack. It's like more cracks as you kind of see like the temple around you. Like it has like cracks down its side that seem to be appearing,
Uh-huh.
and you're just like, were those cracks there before? It's hard to tell because the whole building's on like being attacked on multiple things. But it's like, was that crack there before? As it's like more cracks are coming around the sides of the side of the building as you've like done this maneuver. So that's your action. You still have a bonus action left. If you want to do anything.
What are we doing?
I know what they were doing. I don't know about what we are doing here.
Yeah, I'm really lost here, and I feel like I'm lost because I'm just not smart enough to understand what's very obvious. So that brain cell ain't there.
Well, I got it.
Yeah. Where the lie at?
Edu is our salvation.
No, I'm not. But I have some idea of what might be happening.
Are you smarter than a warforged?
Oh yeah, please hope so. Okay.
I have a -1 int, so I'm just not
Okay,
even trying to piece things together.
Hold on. Okay.
Listen,
The goal was doing the spell. It brought back all the people. The family's still dead. Okay. And now we are just going through the motions, and we have seemed to have accelerated it by destroying the statue.
yeah, but the people aren't dying yet. They're not turning back to skeletons yet.
Okay. And the statue is gone. Is it proper destroyed or just the headless part?
I mean, you destroyed its head, and like there's just cracks around. No, the big statue or the small statue?
Small statue.
The small statue like destroyed the head, and there's like big cracks around the thing. You can spend like a free action if you want to just like smash it into pieces if you want.
Can I examine it? See if there's like a Tau hidden in it or something?
Sure. If you want to check it, that's an investigation.
Yeah,
check.
I'll do an investigation.
Go for it.
Ominous shore.
13th house. have
Okay,
a
I rolled a
secret-
17.
Sure.
Plus,
You look at it. You
investigate-
look in the center of this
Yeah.
thing, and try and look down into it.
Yeah.
And you see I look down and there's an inside to this thing, and they kind of there's this crack there, and you can pop it open.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop it open.
And you do pop it open, and you can see there's this round space. There's something that should be in here.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
And yeah, as you you look at it and you pop it open. It's round sphere.
Sure.
And you look at it. There are these strange marks that they seem to be forming that look as you're twisting and turning. It looks like a what's the right term for this? What's the right term for this? I'm trying to figure out if it has a funky name.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, it is it looks like a dragon, like a symbol of a dragon, just there.
Okay.
No escaping.
But as you're looking at this strange dragon, it reminds you a bit of the mark left behind by the hammer in the House Canet Tau. It left a mark of a gorgon from at the bottom of his thing, and she's this had something. This looks a lot like that.
Okay.
As you kind of look at it, and then as you're examining it a little bit, there's this flicker, as the world starts to shake as you're looking at it. And so something appears, something appears in that spot.
Okay.
It's divided in two, and two objects are there. You divide this statue in half, and it's just it's fluctuating as these this sphere is appearing, this black sphere with these inlets of gems. As you're looking at it, and then comes and it flickers and it goes. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck me.
What
I
is
next to-
happening here?
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah, it's still Peter's
Wisdom
turn.
saving throw is at 8.
Yeah, you just get this sense of wrongness, and it's this should be. It's you hear a sound in your mind, and you hear just in your mind a voice you don't recognize, and it just says this should be here. Why isn't this here? Why isn't it should be here? It should be here. It should be here. Why isn't it here? This time is supposed to be here, and you just get these images in your mind, or you're just this object that's in half. You were you holding it. You're in a war-torn field, and you were holding it. This black object covered with gems, and you're in this war-torn area, just holding it. Holding it as a mist just coming out of it, this weird purple mist is looking at it, and then error, and Peter collapses in front of all you guys, unconscious.
Oh god.
And again, these cracks start becoming bigger and bigger around this around this building. The elves are still fighting, but they don't seem to notice, and the elemental is continuing to fight. He doesn't seem to be reacting to any of this as you fall as Peter just collapses downwards. It is now Bop's turn. Bop's going to go after. What's Bop going to do? Yeah. Bop goes in, knocks out one of these guys, sends him flying. It is now Talvar's turn.
I am going to. When Pewter's body hits the ground, I can't tell if he's unconscious or not. So I'm gonna run over, and the cloak that I used to cover my Dragonmark, I'll rip it off and I'll throw it over that gem that just he was staring at, or that crack. Shouldn't I looked into the crack?
You can see he's holding half of the statues, and they're empty. There's nothing inside.
Oh, there's nothing I can see in there?
There's nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Peter saw something, but you didn't see anything.
I'm gonna look down at Pewter and see if I can quickly assess. Can I heal him to bring him back right now?
He's rebooting. Normally he would take a minute or something to get up. He's not making death saving throws. If you want to do a spell, like a healing spell, you can kind of restart you can it's like kicking a computer to turn it on. You can do that.
Right.
Jumpstart.
You can jumpstart if you want to spend a spell to do that.
I'll spend the spell to
you
do that.
Kick it and punch it at the same time, right? So then it works.
Yeah, I'll cast what is it? Healing word.
Okay. Roll the So that happens. Peter hasn't taken any damage anyway, so he doesn't. You don't need to roll the amount. But Peter you like slowly come through. Again, you had those images before, but it's like one of your flashbacks, but it's a new one, and it's like very fragmented, and the voice you've never heard before.
Peter's still knocked out, right?
No, you're up now.
No. I just brought you back.
Damn, okay.
You're up now.
I was gonna do something cool, but it's fine. I guess I won't.
Yeah, I mean, you can be like, he's turning back on, so you can do something before you wake up. If you
All right,
want to.
while he's turning back on, you see this on the stream.
Stream?
Yeah.
Watching the stream.
Turning it. It's just a blue screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
There you go.
I was like, is that a mistake? And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
I was actually expecting the Xbox Red Ring of Death.
Oh yeah, that would have been hilarious.
That was pretty good. You
still have a standard action left.
Right. That was my bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Correct.
I'm like, you okay? I mumble really quickly to
what the fuck is?
Okay, you're awake. That's fine. I turn back to the.
There's something missing. I saw like mist, and there's something we need to find that goes in here.
Of course, it's probably one of the 12, right?
Yeah,
it has to be.
12. This is the 13th house. How can it be the 12th?
Good question. I turn to the elves, and I they don't seem to be like fighting us, right? They're just fighting whoever they consider an enemy.
They're fighting the elemental. They would fight Cosmo. They're scared of you guys because you were with Pewter, who did the big draconic thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking. Can I gauge if I calm emotions on Bop right now? Will she transform back? Can we just grab her and run?
You could calm her down, but that doesn't necessarily will make her turn back, because turning into this is not a barbarian thing. It's not like you're undoing the barbarian rage. It's like she still has to choose to turn back.
Right.
But you can do like a persuasion check if you want to.
I turn to Bop and I say, look, if we can get out of here together, maybe we'll be able to help you figure out whatever's wrong with your parents. You have to trust us. This is obviously not going to work.
You know what's not going to work is this.
We're in some things that nobody here understands, and we need to get out of this place before we can deal with anything else.
It's collapsing around us, and if we stay in here, we're probably gonna die. So
persuasion check.
Okay, that's not bad. That's my persuasion. My persuasion is +1, so 16.
She like looks as you're like saying that, and she's like, she looks at the body, she looks at the thing, she's like, as like looking at the fight, and she looks sad. She says something in Triceratops, which none of you understand, turns, and then she starts running. She looks like she's about to start running. At the end of your turn, not towards any of the combatants. It looks like she's going ahead and start running towards one of the walls, leading out.
Oh, leading out. Okay.
Yeah, because she can't fit through one of the doors when she's.
Is that my action?
That was your action and your bonus action. You have movement left.
Yeah, as my movement, I'm gonna be like, "Are we getting out of here?" And I'm gonna start following Bop. Oh! Can I grab the two pieces of the statue?
The one Pewter's holding? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that Pewter can get up easily because
it's prone. Object interaction, sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take off after Bop.
You're running after Bop. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's me.
Sure. Next up, the elemental. Let's see if he gets back his power. Does he gain?
As I'm running away up from the elemental, I'm like, it was nice seeing you.
From the future.
Bye.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
We're from the future.
Well, technically, he's from the past. We're in the present.
Yeah, he's like time travel? How far in the future? We've achieved time travel in the future? Aha! The Dragonmark houses will never fall! He says very excitedly.
Famous last words!
Yeah, and he starts excitedly wailing on the remaining elves, like, go forth into the future! And Tell us, were we victorious? Did we destroy House Vol? He shouts as you guys run off.
Yeah.
Well, that's debatable.
Worrying thing to say.
And wait a minute, time travel's gonna suck for you because then somebody can just come to the past and bring one of the house wall back. You shouldn't be happy about it at all.
True. Yeah, he's like, that is very true.
Wow, like that was a really long
they-
conversation for time travel.
Yeah. As you guys are running out, I assume you guys are also leaving this fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're out
Yeah.
of here. I'm
Yeah, you
out
guys
of
are
here.
running out there.
Yeah.
You get on Cosmo, and Cosmo
Yep,
tries
yep.
to fly. There's like an opening in the sky. He says like, "Out of the way!" And like the building's coming down. Huge ballistas are coming. He forms a little hurricane that kind of lifts you guys off with Cosmo,
Nice.
and just like flies you guys off. He doesn't lift. Bop and Talvar are a bit too far away, but Bop kind of like picks you up so that Talvar's riding on Bop's back because you're going too slow for Bop.
You're riding a
going very slow.
Triceratops.
So you're riding a
That is
Triceratops.
so cool.
Our monk, our beast heart, and our cerulean chimera are
The other
flying out
one.
the window, being lifted by a hurricane. As you kind of see this whole building, like kind of collapse, and as you're like flying out, you can kind of see the roof collapses as it did before. And this huge earthquake cuts through the entire city. This huge one shakes the entire city. It collapses as the remains of this battle takes place. As like people are being cut down by these figures that are a bit hard to see. Almost like they're here but they're not here.
Right.
And then as you're like coming out of the city proper, like it slowly calms down as these figures vanish, leaving these dead bodies that quickly age up to become skeletons, even as their clothes stay perfectly preserved. That clothes that should not look this good after 2,000 years, they look as if they had just died in them.
Yeah, like come on, guys.
Yeah. As you guys are lifted out, you see Nogu, Jerry 1, Jerry 2, and Henrietta are like running in, and they say like, what the heck is going on? Why was there a fight? Oh my god! And they like go down to try and like Nogu gets Jerry 1, Jerry 2 kind of like catch Pewter, so he lands safely. Cosmo, catches their owner, their beast heart companion, and someone comes and say, where's Talvar? And then Talvar runs in on a Triceratops, and Henrietta's just like saying, I should have guessed this would happen. Find an animal, you immediately try and make friends with it. Oh my god.
And she made friends with you.
What's that supposed to mean? I yell out.
Henrietta says that at the exact same time.
What's
What's that supposed to mean?
I heard Talvar say that you're an absolute animal.
I never said that.
Doubt.
Yeah. Okay, and you're there with the Bop as the city, this strange effect of the city just like turns back, and then Bop takes you off as he like turns into a little girl. You're just like sad, and she's like, I guess I'll just try tomorrow.
This happens every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We are. Oh boy.
No, and Nogu just like, oh, this is bad. This is so bad.
There's a time loop that happens inside, but the time loop can interact with us. And we broke a statue. I don't know if that changes things.
Nogu, he
I put
looks at
down
it.
the statue bits.
What's this? He like looks at it. Oh,
Peter, you want to explain what this is?
I believe this is the Tao that's allowing us to turn time.
there's a tower that lets you turn time.
Well, or whatever this is basically messing with time in some way, or replaying this aspect of history again and again.
Well, I think what's happening here, like I've heard before, the Shadow Marches was a wonderful, and he starts explaining like a lecture he remembers. The Shadow Marches was once a wonderful, lush place. It wasn't like a swampland, but there was a Dalekir invasion here a long time ago, and the gatekeepers were formed to fight it. But the scars of Dalekir are kind of left behind. They've caused these ruins.
Okay.
And some Dalekir can affect space.
Right.
But I feel like the mark here has caused a rip in time.
Right.
Sort of a festering wound, causing this battle to keep happening over and over again.
That's far more credible than a Tao that turns back time. You're right, Nogu.
Yeah, but the tower's here?
I mean, it should be in here, and I show where the gap should be.
The tower, and it's why would the tower be here? Why would the tower be here? It's is it a Drask one? It's no, House Drask has only been 500 years old. They wouldn't have it. Why would they have an ancient tower?
Good question. So no, maybe someone else came here and did something with it after the fact. This is
What
the
about
wrong
the
person.
green?
Yeah, green. There's a person in green. Do you know any person? That's a bad question.
Obviously not
Yeah.
you. This is a-
No, so like, who is she? And pointed to Triceratops.
That's
now,
Bob.
what?
the Triceratops from earlier.
Yeah. Bob is clearly 12 years old, but she is taller than Nogu. Like, Nogu's half gnome. He's very short for his age. As this has happened. He's like, okay. And he says, hi. And he's speaking in Orcish. Want to talk about this? And like, you guys see not speaking Orcish anymore. They're like speaking a different language. He says, okay, I sounds like a family with druids.
Right, because they could turn into
And
dinosaurs.
from her speech, it sounds like the green man in question, whoever that was also a druid. What does it?
Sense?
Wait, is the green man?
Aren't
Are you not all gatekeepers?
No,
That you're a gatekeeper.
not every druid is part of the gatekeepers. Some people have druidic training and they follow their own path. Some join a cult, Charles Dragon below. It could be anything.
Hey, who's this
It
dragon?
could be any service.
wait, if this is a okay, this is a crazy tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah.
In heat. Oh boy. Okay.
Go on.
I want to get my
Go
head
on.
in order and then do all these theories later because I have like theories coming out of my ears right now.
Yeah. Same. Okay, no, that makes no sense. It can't be. My brain was like, what if it's a future version of Nogu that
We're
she's
not
going
doing
to
time travel though. We don't have.
Are we not doing time travel?
No, we have like a slice of time that keeps repeating itself.
Sure. Yeah.
No, Guru, hold on. Is there any way to undo the Triceratops transformation?
She's a druid. This is a wild shape for her.
You can do that?
Not. No.
Which
My
it's not
training
a
is.
compet-
Yeah. I can't. You've seen me turn into different animals.
But how
It's just
powerful
the-
does she have to be able to turn into a Triceratops?
Anyway, speaks. It's like her training has been more focused on specifically that animal transformation. I've had a more general study, so
Right.
please don't make me feel worse. I felt
Hey,
bad
hey,
enough
hey,
when
hey.
I saw a war happen out in front of my eyes.
I mean, it's 2,000 years old. You don't need to make it,
I didn't know that.
I mean, now you
guys
do, so you're
started a
fine.
war for no reason.
No, it's fine. You didn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Today.
Well, right. Let's focus.
Yeah.
How about Bob?
Yeah.
Would you like to just find some place for us to rest, and you can tell us everything that's going on, and we can try to figure out what's happening here and who this green man is.
She looks at us and says okay,
Okay.
follow me, and she leads you guys away from the elven city, into a place where you can discuss, find out more. Who is this green man? Is he involved with the Tau? Why does this keep happening? This and more crazy theories will be uncovered and discussed next week
Hey!
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
on the Broken 12.
Wow, that was. My brain is like.
I have like so many theories with House Wall and stuff. I'm just like going to I'm going to write them all down at some point so that I can tell you guys later.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Whoever's still sticking around, hope you had a good time. If you did, consider following us on Twitch or on social media and joining us on Discord, because that's where we do most of our stuff. We have an old school Renaissance / revival week happening, and we have GM signups open for that right now. So if you're interested in running an old school game, TTRPG game, please come sign up, and we will see you
Next week.
next week.
Actually, we'll see you
At
this
Wednesday.
Friday. Hopefully, when we have Cast Friendship. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have an episode of
Yeah.
Class Friendship for you this Friday.
Yeah. We hope to see you guys if you're not already there on the Discord. You can find me there. If you have any theories, message me. Let me know what you say. And, I'm going to say you're right even if you're wrong.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Peace.
just to make sure. Bye.
Bye.